Hello friends, you are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get updates of things that you really need to know. I appreciate every one of you who has been part of this channel, who has subscribed, and as many that are still contemplating whether to subscribe or not. I will encourage you to do that because I know you are not going to regret it at the end of the day. Please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon is very important because if you don't click the bell icon, you will not be notified anytime we publish any news. And also, I have a gift for everyone or as many that are interested on how to build a website. There is a website link in the description section. Once you open it, there's a video that will teach you on how to build a website from beginning to the end. Thank you very much. So let's go straight to the business of the day. Yoruba youth flay Tinubu over remarks on Olakunrin's killing. A Yoruba group youth socio-cultural association YYSA has chided the national leader of the All Progressives Congress APC Asiwaju Bola Tinubu for his remarks on the killing of Mrs. Funke Olakunrin, daughter of Afenifere leader Paruben Fashoranti. This comes as the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB urged the former governor of Lagos State against to desist from dishing out lies to support anti-Igbo sentiments. Besides, the presidency has urged Nigerians not to politicize the death, pledging that security agencies would spare no effort in apprehending and prosecuting the culprits. The charge was contained in a statement issued yesterday by a presidential spokesman, Garba Shehu, in Abuja. Tinubu had shortly after commiserating with the bereaved senior citizen over murder by suspected herdsmen, denounced the ethnic profiling, asking rhetorically whether Evans, a suspected kidnapper on trial, was a herdsman. In a statement yesterday in Ibadan by its national president, Olalekan Ahmed, YYSA said Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be told the herdsmen cannot be exonerated from the crime since the police preliminary report says Mrs. Funke Olakunrin was murdered by suspected herdsmen. Besides, Mr. Kehinde Fashoranti, one of the sons of Chief Ruben Fashoranti, had also been told by the police in order that the way the attackers operated was of same fashion with the herdsmen. Mr. Tinubu should not allow the desperation of 2023 restrain him from saying the truth to the authority. Someone like him is expected to be bold, courageous, and brave enough to defend the Yoruba nation without allowing himself to be blinded by political aspirations. The youth further held the recent open letter by former President Olusegun Obasanjo is timely and analytical. It is true that the herdsmen and farmers' crisis and menace started with the government treating the issue with the kid gloves instead of a hammer. Buhari should take to Obasanjo's advice without wasting time because insecurity in Nigeria has already worsened. IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also enjoined Tinubu to apologize to the Yoruba nation for misleading them into supporting an ethnic jingoist as president in the general election, as the growing climate of insecurity is the dividends from an inept administration. In a statement yesterday by the group's director of media and publicity, Comrade Ima Powerful, Kanu reminded the powerful Lagos politician that you cannot sacrifice the blood of your brethren on the shrine of your greed, conceit, and unbridled 2023 presidential political ambition. He regretted that Tinubu's utterances only succeeded in doing more harm to the Fashoranti family by allegedly insulting the memory of their daughter, which could be seen as an affront of the dignity of the Yoruba race. The IPOB leader further accused the ex-governor of allowing your self-centered avarice to an ego to stifle an aspirations and destiny of your people, even as he maintained that your Fulani masters will never do for you what you are slavishly doing for them. However, a retired commissioner of police, Samuel Adetuyi, has faulted the measures put in place by the federal government to combat the prevalent security challenges in the land, stating that they would not solve any problem. He, however, reacting to the comments by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo during a condolence visit to the Fashorantis that government was reviewing the nation's security architecture and deploying more police, army, and area strategies to combat the menace. Tinubu had also assured that the ongoing recruitment of 10,000 policemen would improve security nationwide. But Adetuyu declared that the current police structure could not fight crime, adding that the plan to deploy security personnel in the bush was suicidal. The Deputy Senate President, Ovie Omoagege, yesterday said the National Assembly was willing to provide legislative backing for the deployment of soldiers to tame the challenge as canvassed by Osinbajo. He dropped the hint while fielding questions from State House correspondent after a meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari at the State House, Abuja. Besides, Senator Rochas Okorocha has called on Nigerians to unite against insecurity, canvassing stronger community policing and vigilance groups. The Imo ex-governor, in a statement by his media aide, Sam Onwemedo, condoled with Chief Fashoranti over last weekend's sad incident. Guys, that's what we are talking about. Things that are before us, things that that are staring at us, and you could see that these leaders are still telling us that it is not so, that nothing of such is happening. And just like one of the police officer was saying, that even the measures that the federal government is putting is not going to help anything. It's just like they're just moving around circles. They're just, like I said, they will tell you that they are working. What they are doing is not even up to 10%. You will see that this kind of a thing might still repeat itself, because that is what they have been doing. They will make some kind of statement. Oh, we condemn this thing. That is just their language. We condemn. It will not happen again. We are putting measures in place to be able to combat this thing. That is where it ends. Even all the things that the vice president said before the Afenifere leader that lost his son, everything will just end there. Those are the things, those are political statements they will just say at that particular time. We are not proactive. They are not proactive. They don't even preempt even what the criminals can do, so that they will go ahead of them. And that's why you see that Boko Haram has already gone ahead of them by forming another strategy, using this Fulani S-men, collaborating with them. You could see that the rate at which bombing was going is not really the way it is now. They've changed their strategy, and the government is not even doing anything. They are not changing their strategy. It is only when something happens, that is when you see them making some kind of comments to be able to douse the tension, and it will end there. They won't do anything. Such thing will still repeat itself. People in that area, in that Ondo area, have come out that we are the one living in this area. We know what is happening. We know the operation that has been going on, and we've reported this case over the time, over and over to the police, and nothing has been done. Just like I said in one of my videos, one of the ex-senators from that region was saying that he tried to even bring a lot of things to be able to help the security personnel, so that they will be able to combat and crush the criminals in that area, but all to no avail. And now the leaders, the so-called leaders is saying it is not true, relating the issue with Evans. What has that got to do in this critical time? These things are really evident, and just like the youth have come out and to tell him that you can't just, because of your 2023 ambition, whatever, whether he has come to deny it or not, but everybody knows what is happening. That is how they always say, because nothing goes for nothing. You cannot just be supporting Buhari without expecting to get anything from him, because that is just the game they are playing. Because of that, your people are dying, yet you are still saying it is not so. You are relating that issue with Evans. What has that got to do with what we are talking about? Do you know what it means, to lose a child at that old age, irrespective of the age, for somebody to just die, just like that, not that the person was sick, coming just from my whole village, and that was just the end. And somebody will come in and be telling you it is not so, that people are just trying to politicize the whole thing. What are you politicizing? Somebody has lost his beautiful and credible child, and you are saying they should not politicize. And people, eyewitnesses, have said these things several times. They know all of these things. They are just being selfish. They know all of these things. Do you know how painful it will be for that old man at that age, over 90 something, witnessing the death of your child? Is it something that one will be happy about? What is there that we cannot even, that these guys are looking for? Is it to eat 3 square meal a day, to sit to have a mansion? How many cars can you drive at a time? How many bed? Even the how many inches of bed? Your body cannot even occupy the whole bed, not to talk of the whole room. How many cars can you drive in a day at a time? You can't. Even in the car that you are even driving, it is only one portion that you can only sit there. So what is this greed all about? I want to get power. I want to get power at the expense of the masses. I don't blame them. It is people that supported them. 4+4, they will do their hands like this. 4+4. Those are the people that I blamed. The first time everybody made that mistake for bringing in this government that is not concerned. Everybody saw the whole thing, just like Wole Soyinka said, that if really with the things that were going even before the election, that Buhari wouldn't have won that election. Only God knows what happened. Of course, I know you guys will be telling me, how can I be saying only God knows what happened, that a lot of things happened. The matter is still in the court. Whether they are still playing themselves between Atiku and Buhari, whatever games they are playing, I don't even care. But what is paramount in this place is that people are dying. People are losing their lives. It will be better that these Yoruba people, they stand up to this, all these their leaders. Even Tinubu, the kind of comments he made, it's really uncalled for. If you want to say something, you say. If you are supporting the government, but if you just go ahead and support the government, not that you are going to be saying, what of Evans? Is Evans a yes man? It's uncalled for. Evans has been in detention. He's going to face his own music. But what is happening now is that these people are the ones doing this thing, and eyewitnesses staying in that environment have said it times without number, that these are the people involved in this act. And just like the police officer was saying, that even the measures the federal government is putting is not going to help anybody. They are talking of 10,000 policemen, this and that. All those ones, my people, all those ones are wash. And wash it too. He's not going to hold anything. He's going to wash out everything. That is how they say. They say, just like we said, when the CBN governor's wife was kidnapped, you could see the rate at which they rally around and got those people apprehended. If these people are criminals, then what are you waiting for? Why have you not been able to apprehend them? Why have you not been able to bring them to book? If really they are not Fulani men, then who are they? Let's know them. So guys, I would like you to comment on what this Yoruba youth have said concerning the comments that Tinubu make over the weekend. Thank you very much for always listening. I appreciate you. Bye.